All right, guys, we got one of our favorite members from the Discord, PC, in here. So we're working on getting him his verified tag to see what his personality type actually is. Because people just be saying their personality type, but they got to come in here. PC, man, can you introduce yourself and how you got into typology?
Um, my name is David, 39 from the Upside Down, Australia. How I got into typology? Well, when I was still on Facebook, I saw those four little fucking letters on people's bios, and at first I thought it was some more like LGBT stuff, but I kind of looked a little bit further into it. Um, it was funny. It was a bunch of INFJs, but yeah, most of them weren't INFJs in the end. But it is what it is. But yeah,
Okay, okay. What did you first score yourself at? Did you ever take like a 16 personality? Well, you never mind, don't tell me. Well, fuck, I already
yeah.
kind of know. Go ahead. What did you score yourself as?
What do you mean?
Like,
Do you
did you
want
ever
me to
take
say what I?
Never mind, don't worry about it. Um,
Okay.
I just thought about it and I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. This is gonna be a challenging one here, okay? How would
Okay.
you describe your brain to somebody who does know nothing about type?
Mm. In what way?
Like how it works for you?
Um,
What you
well,
looking
it
at?
depends on what it is, but most of the time, if I'm thinking about something, uh, I want to obviously get to the heart of what something is. Um, I call myself a deconstructionist. I like to take things apart at the component level and try and understand that. Um, sometimes just to understand the pieces, or sometimes just to understand if I can hot swap something else in to improve something. But yeah, I kind of need just to understand everything. Uh, if I don't, it fucks with me. Um, yeah. Did you need more than that or
That's perfect, man. Okay. What are some of the things that are challenging for you?
challenging? Um, tact. I'm very blunt with the way I speak. Um, sometimes I feel a bit guilty after the fact. Um, yeah, I'm very much, I say what it is. Well, I say what I mean and I mean what I say, but that usually comes back to bite me in the ass more times than I wish it wouldn't. So, um, what else? Um, hmm, probably I wish I was more goal orientated, but I'm just not. It is what it is.
Okay, okay. What do you think you do best?
Um, anything that involves critical thinking, and anything that involves my hands. Like I work in the timber industry, and I've definitely got a flair when it comes to stuff like that. Like I've got like tricks with my hammers and shit. Like I've just always had a flair with shit like that, and I'm pretty good at. I've got a pretty good bullshit detector. Um, yeah,
Okay. What do you want to be remembered for?
I don't.
Why not?
Honestly, I think the fucking whole concept is cringe. There's the old saying that don't you think it's coincidental that the people that write the fucking history books are always the people who are right? It's like, yeah. I mean, I do want to touch a few people's hearts before I go, but that's about it. I'm like, strip me for parts. If there's some kid that needs a fucking face, like skin transplant or something. As I said, take my body, throw the carcass to the ants as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Okay. What's your opinion on death?
My opinion on death is it's the exact same thing as before my father got with my mum. You know what I mean? But before that those two came together, I didn't exist, and I think I'm not going to exist when I go. So,
Okay. Okay. Um, what do you enjoy most?
hmm. Off the top of my head, definitely spending time with my nieces and nephews. Um, uh, yeah, especially roughhousing with the nephews, man. That I find that very cool. Um, I also I find it very rewarding to teach people skills, especially uh, like I'd say youths, I guess you'd use the word, or young adults, especially when they get to, let's say, 20 years old and they don't have basic life skills. If they don't know how to change a tire or do their own laundry or cook a meal,
Mhm.
um, these are all things you can learn through just trial and error. But for some people, they get daunted by that shit. So um, yeah, I find that very rewarding as well. And I'm very much the kind of person where I'm like, don't give me anything in return. Just do that for someone else when you're in the position to help them. You know, that's how you make the world a little bit better or less shittier anyway. So
Okay.
sorry guys, if I'm seeming a little bit jittery, it's because I've had like two monsters, man. It's 6 a.m. in the morning over here in Australia.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm usually not up at this time.
Oh, sorry about that, man. Well, it's great to,
It is what it is, man.
it's great to, get you in here and get this shit over with,
Mm,
Um, our community's growing. I'm enjoying that.
mm,
Enjoying the people that's there. It's a great thing. So, what do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
mm. Well, the thing is, I don't actually have some kind of like forward plan. Um, to me, I just don't want to be going backwards. That's it. Like if there's a skill, I want to be learning new skills, teaching them to new people. Um, obviously want to be have more in my bank account. I want to learn more. Um, but yeah, there is no there is no finish line for me, so to speak. So,
Okay. What is a piece of advice you would give to anybody?
mm, mm, um, listen more, probably. It's something that I need to do. There's that old saying that you're born with two ears and one mouth for that reason. And I'm definitely guilty of talking more than I listen. So,
Okay, okay. Can you give us 3 words to describe you?
um, opinionated. That's probably number one. Cynical and tactile.
can you say more about being cynical?
Um, at the end of the day, everyone's got their own agendas. They've got their own self-interest. Sorry, what was that sound?
I just laugh when you said that. Sometimes people say shit, like some things is like when people say it, it's like it hits me and it's like, bro, that's like textbook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And I love it.
Um,
I'm just taking it. I'm like, ooh,
do I need to keep going, or
yeah, yeah. Keep
does
going.
that? Yeah, I I can't help but just see people and see their motivations for doing things. And it's not just that as well. Sometimes it's even, um, let's say, experts. Like some experts, you'll go to them. Let's say you're three different experts, and then if you start looking at the people who fund them, it's like, well, okay, can I really trust what you're fucking saying? You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
So you think people have like kind of like bad intentions, or it's more just like everybody always has like some kind of like working agenda.
Well, intentions are a neutral term.
Okay.
Um, you know what I mean? Just like the word manipulation.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. It's just figuring out what the fuck it is and whether or not they're trying to fuck me, basically. Mm.
Yeah.
Um, man, if you had three wishes, what would you wish for and why?
Well, um, well, I wouldn't use it on myself. That would be selfish, especially if I had that kind of fucking power. Um, so the first one is I'd probably make sure that pedophiles weren't a thing. I'd just be like, that, you know what I mean? Just that'd be one gift I'd give humanity. Um, Second thing, uh, I'd make sure that anytime there's a solar flare coming from the sun, that it never hit Earth because that would send us back to the fucking Stone Age. Um, and the third thing, I'd probably make sure that there's no kids in fucking like cancer wards and like bone marrow stuff, just shit that like the kind of medical stuff that people don't do to themselves that just happened to them just through their fucking genetics didn't happen. So,
Okay. Tom's anything?
Um, what are three words you would use to describe yourself?
We already did that.
Did we do that?
yeah,
Shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn it.
Hmm. Uh, what do you think, most people, what holds people back the most? Like, damn.
um, well, that's a broad thing to ask because some people have different failings.
Hmm.
Um, I'd say collectively, I think critical thinking skills.
Hmm.
People aren't skeptical enough; they just believe too easily. Um, what else? I think there's a lot of fucking people that just don't have basic skills or the ability to ask people to help them to learn those skills. Um, what else? Uh, I think some people need some passion in their lives for stuff. Because that kind of fucking motivation helps a lot. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else to be honest.
Okay. Um, mm, if you could be born in any time period and place, where would you like to be and why?
Born in any time place. Okay,
Mhm.
that's a bit different. Um, hmm. I will say I think the 1920s aesthetic was pretty fucking cool. I don't know how I'd do without the internet, but um, I think that kind of prohibition era aesthetic is yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about our community? Yeah, might as well get that in there.
Um, Mostly the people. There's a few little homies. I'm not going to put them out there. Um, but yeah, there's some really cool people that I hang around with and I talk to. I like some of the debates. Uh, Probably should have a channel for just debates though. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
But um, yeah, it's mostly just the people to be honest. Yeah, most are understanding. Some are projecting their own bullshit, but
Hmm.
for the most part, people are pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Um, hmm. What's the best piece of advice you learned from typology?
Oh, actually, I was actually talking to one guy who's technically in our community, but he was actually I met him originally in the CSJ community.
Hmm.
And I was basically just asking him, I said, man, I'm pretty sure I know what my type is, and I'm not going to say it on here. But I
Hmm.
just said to him, man, what is the thing that pisses you the most off about this type?
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to know that shit. You don't know what you don't know. Um, and he went off, and I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to skew the test, but he
Hmm.
told me some stuff that really pissed him off. And I was like, holy shit, I'm literally doing that right now with
Hmm.
other people. And I was like, damn, thank you very, you know, what I mean, like it, kind of bruised my ego a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but sometimes you got to burn away the lies. You know what I mean? So there's things about us that we all do. Um, yeah, and the only way you know is by doing the work, man. So
Okay. Okay. T, what you thinking?
Mm, man, I don't think we need to go on.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think we're done here. Congratulations, man. So what I noticed early on about you, man, is that you're very pragmatic, bro. Like you're fucking cursing, just doing what the fuck you want, bro. Very
yeah,
pragmatic. I asked you, and you said I like to take things apart, and get to the heart of things. So that taking things apart and trying to like understand the pieces, that's a
hmm
very TI statement right there. I need to understand everything. Hit you for TI again. I feel guilty after being blunt. I hit you for FE. Anything that requires critical thinking in my hands, I hit you for TI, FE, SENI on that. Teaching people skills, I hit you for TI, FE, SENI there. Learn through trial and error, I hit you for progression. I don't want to be going backwards. I hit you for progression again. There's no finish line. I hit you for progression again. You said something about you being tactical. I hit you for SP knowledge there.
yep,
Every agenda, there's their own interest. See what motivates people. I hit you for fucking interest. And you're direct. So that lands down to ISTP, my brother.
yep,
So
yep. You're
yeah,
pretty much confirming what I already thought. So
yeah.
yeah,
Congratulations,
but
man.
I appreciate the yeah the whole verification process. So
Yeah, yeah. You got any questions, man? Anything?
nope.
No, you
As I
sure?
said, to me, yeah, to me, this was just, as I said, the only thing that anyone could say was that I was within those two STPs, but I
Mhm.
always thought it was more progression. So,
Yeah.
hell, I didn't even think there was that many progression statements coming out of what I said. But yeah, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
other people have like semi-typed me and stuff, and that pretty much came up. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty good at this point of picking shit out,
Mm,
man. Like it's almost automatic. Like it's
yeah,
scary. I'm getting scary at this now. But yeah, man, it was a
yeah.
pleasure to have you on, man. Glad to have you in the community. We got another ISTP. You know, those shits are rare in our community. So that's awesome. So yeah,
Well, you
man.
typed Joku just the other week.
Joku, ISTP, there's
Yeah.
Christian. We don't have a lot of them.
There's some
there's not many, no.
I might have to like throw some shit
there's
together to
some
get an STP
yeah.
panel.
I think there's some that are unverified, but that's yeah, they need to get around to doing that shit. So
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome because, people be like, Mercer and Thomas, them are fucking NT fucking bias. And I'm like, no, bitch, we just go off what people fucking say. Like, I don't put a fucking gun in their head and make them say what they fucking say, you fucking morons. Um, but yeah, it's
yeah.
good to get a STP on the channel, man. Like, like Christian, man. He
Mm,
always beats my ass about that balance. I think that's fucking SI Critic. SI Critic is always talking about, bro, you got to balance. There's a balance to everything. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
mm,
But man, it was a pleasure,
okay.
man. But all right, man, take it easy, man.
All right.
Woo, it's
Peace.
cold. All right.